in the audience that are having any issues hearing us,
Please.
definitely.
Yeah, say something.
Okay, let's see here. Again, like, share, follow. Like, share, follow. Throw those hearts up. Throw those thumbs up. However you guys show your love and support. Definitely do it. You know, throughout the show, if y'all have any questions, you know, if you, in reference to me and Miss Montford, you know, definitely don't be bashful. Put the questions in the comment section, and we will be answering questions tonight. Not letting me share. God is like, ooh.
Hey, mommy.
What you may have to do, Miss Love, you may have to go out and come back in. Facebook has a tendency of doing that, to us. So we gonna try to see if we can fix that by just going out and redoing it.
Look at my mama sending love.
Yo, what's up, moms? How you doing?
Don't talk to my mama, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mom, I was told I couldn't say anything to you, so
welcome to the
I'm gonna keep my comments and my nice gestures to myself. So with that being said, I'm gonna play some music so we can get right into this.
Let's go.
Song I'm gonna dedicate to Miss Montford. Hey, you know why I'm dedicating this song to you? I think when I first met you, you was like,
so stupid.
Can't stop till I see my name on the fence. Double up. When I play around, it's a bet, lay it down. Nigga didn't know me 91, didn't know me now. I'm a young mama, nigga with the best. Can't hold me, niggas hold me down. Cooler, school me to the game. Now I know my duty. Stay humble, stay low, blow like Rudy. True pimp, niggas spin no dough on the booty. Stay low, you cutie.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, you remember when I met you? You was you were doing that dance. I think that was the song I met you on.
So we gonna start on lives? That's what we gonna start. We gonna start off on the live. That's what we gonna start.
No, I'm sorry. Let me. I'm sorry. Let me get back to it.
I call all the shots, go across the tops, rock all the rocks, top all the tops. When you take it down, when all the ball stops, nigga never home, gotta call me on the top. 10 years from now, we'll still be on top. Yo, I thought I told you that we won't stop down. Going through with a school that's already much longer than yours. With a team much stronger than yours. Violent beat, this a B.O. shit. We don't play, mess around with D.O.A. You don't ever play, ain't enough time, ain't enough line, nigga. Shot head, there with me, nigga, with a cheese downstairs, and I'm bigger than a city like that, the Times Square.
That's real, yo. Man.
money you make, the more problems you get.
So true.
And
so true.
And envy is something that comes with the territory, man. A lot of people, it's just negative energy, like my man Puff said. No info for the BBM. Better than agents, man, because I'm playing with top myself and the phone in the basement. My city supreme, stay clean. Triple beam, never dream. I be that. Catch the seat at all the best bet. Cats and hostess, I'm on shoulders. Soldier, I lose too much. Step on stage, don't do too much. I just step on the lane, too much. Never that. If I did, ain't no problem. Yeah, where the true players at? Throw your rollers in the sky, waving side to side. To make it time, while I keep the girl eye. Player please, lyrically, make a scene. DLGB flossing, jig on the cover of Fortune. 5 double O. Make the phone number to the Black the plus, like this, energy gloves, on Trizak, see your ass Trizak.
Share, like. 229 Podcast is trying to break some records, yo, for real. It's not your everyday, ordinary podcast, yo. Probably the most unorthodox podcast show. I said it. That's right. Welcome to the 229 Podcast live Facebook streaming show. What we do here is have conversations or share dialogue with individuals to embrace not only their independent craft, but to shed light while giving clarity of their purpose. On tonight's show, I will be speaking with a really good friend of mine, a mentor as well, a woman of many hats, a partner and record label owner, manager, revenue specialist, pediatrics, contracting assistant, owner and creator of The Girlfriend's Chronicles, and motivational inspirer. The list goes on and on, guys. So without further ado, y'all help me wish my friend, your friend, everybody's friend, Miss Theadora Montford. Bye, Miss Theadora. Yo, what's up? Welcome to the show, sister. How you doing?
I'm good. What's good with you, sir?
Oh man, I'm just loving life and almost everything in it. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Hey, before I thank you for coming on the show. I wanna thank everybody for tuning in. You know, of course, my main slogan is you can be doing any and everything, you know, in the world. You know, from out shopping to watching television or just watching some other podcast show. But you guys chose to be here with us tonight, and we humbly appreciate that. We are super grateful. And, you know, in the very near future, speaking of being grateful, we are going to show just how grateful we are with giving away some, you know, some merchandise, some 273 Records Incorporated merchandise, some 229 Podcast merchandise. But we're not just gonna give it out to any and everybody, you know, the people that don't, you know, care or support, you know, the show. We wanna show love to the people that do, you know, care and do love the show. Speaking of people that, you know, care and love the show, I want to particularly, you know, call out, you know, and salute a few people. Fee Love, which is a big sponsor and contributor to the show. Tony Baglin, he's another one. Miss Lisa, you know, the list goes on. There's several contributors. We greatly appreciate you guys, and just know this, that over here at 229 Podcast, we thank you. Thank you. So without no further ado, again, the lovely Miss Theodora Montford, welcome, welcome. Hey, we
Thank
got
you
it.
so
We
much for
got it. We're
having
gonna
me.
talk about it tonight. There's a lot of things we're gonna talk about.
Yeah.
We are gonna get into it. How's everything though? First and foremost, how you doing?
Everything is good. The one thing I've learned in the past year and a half is that no matter how bad it seems, there's purpose for it all. So I can't have any bad days with the Lord on my side. So I'm good.
Wow. Yo, that's powerful, Miss Montford. I just want to openly just tell you how grateful I am to you. You've always, been a person that I can contact and talk their ears off, regardless of, if you care to hear, or not, but you still at least pretend, if you're not, interested in hearing some of my issues and some of the things that I deal with. I thank you for being a mentor, to me, and I'm aware that you are a mentor to others, as well, that are out there. I see it firsthand, the people that you've talked to and you've helped, you know. So my question would be to you is, who would be a mentor to Miss Montford?
Oh, so, and I'm glad she's here because if she wasn't, I would still say the same thing. One of my biggest supporters is my mother. She's always been there, like no matter what. She's my shero. Um, and then I have Shirley Brown. I can call her any time of the night. And my sister Janisha. And it's odd because there's such a huge age difference between the two of us, but that I can truly say she's one of my best friends. Like she and I can talk about anything, anywhere. So I do have a huge support system. I have people who, at a drop of a dime, okay, I'm here. I got you. What you need. So the beauty of pouring out is having someone to pour back in. And like I said, at the end of the day, um, God has placed the right people in my path to make sure that I'm never lacking.
Wow. Wow, that's powerful. Shout out to each and every one of those individuals. Because
I
it's kind of crazy. That's a
forgot
question
one
that,
way because I cannot leave her out because then she and I have to fight. Wanda Welch, she's another one. I don't want to have to fight her tomorrow because I didn't say her name out loud. But she has been another huge support system for me. This past year and a half has been a very tedious year. But it's been a year of rebuilding, rebirth, and regrowth. So it's been a prosperous year, but it took some work to get through it. And those people have truly stood in the paint with me, um, even if it was nothing but, let me pray with you or hold on. But they have stood in the paint and have been definitely um, a huge support system for me.
wow. Yeah, no doubt. Shout out. I've always wanted to ask, a person that mentors everybody, how do they get their energy? Who mentors them? And I think that you answered that question.
Yes,
It was a very,
yes,
very, very powerful answer. Um, I appreciate that because we all share a lot of the same mentors. Most of the time, it's people that are immediate, like our mothers, our fathers. Sometimes there's people that it's not even related to you, but they
right.
have the same impact, if not even a better impact than blood. So that's awesome and amazing. Of course, here at 229 Podcast, one of our slogans is "Let's talk about it."
Right.
Let's talk about it. You mentioned that you had this year's been hard,
Yeah.
for you. Um, Is that anything you want to share? And you don't have to. The only reason why I'm asking if it's something you want to share, because they may be somebody that's looking at this podcast and maybe going through, the exact same situation or a similar situation.
Well, I believe the greatest gift God can give us is a testimony. And I know a lot of times what we want the test. We don't want the test. We just want to be able to talk about how good God is without going through the test. So I believe the greatest gift is a testimony. And that means you have to go through something and share it. The whole purpose of what you go through isn't just for you, it's to help someone else. So first I had to, I had some stuff happen with me, but it all worked out. But as soon as I got myself together, and many of you don't know because I was um, the general manager for 273 Records Incorporated for many years. And it has always been one of my proudest moments, something I enjoyed doing tremendously. Um, but life happens. And one of the things that happened is I got engaged. And my fiance at the time, last year, he had multiple strokes, and it has left him in not the best condition. He's better than he was a year ago, by the grace of God. And so um, it has been a very trying time because, of course, with us not being married, there's a lot of things that I wasn't able to do, and just fighting to get through the system to make sure he has what he needs. Um, it's been some work, but like I said, by the grace of God, we got a roof over our head, we got food in the refrigerator, and we have not wanted for anything. Everything that we need has been supplied, so no complaint.
Wow. What gives Miss Montford hope right now?
Oh,
What gives you hope?
listen, sir. So the beauty of what I went through is, so a lot of times, as believers, we think, we're good. We think our faith is strong. And I've always been a person who felt like I'm always positive. I don't have, I'm not a negative person. I'm always trying to help somebody else. And that's just the nature of who I am as a person. So I thought I was good, but seeing a person you love suffer, and seeing a person that you love want to do and just not able to do, and just like I said, like the ultimate thing is at the time he just did not have the care that he needed, so I had to fight. I cried many a nights. Um, and but the thing is that in everything, God had a purpose and a plan for every pain, every fight, every struggle, everything. And it made me look back to how many things God has protected me from. So many people go through so many things and they can't come through it with a clear mind. They can't come through it with that faith. And it's because of my calling. I understand my calling. I understand my purpose. I understand, but we have to understand that there's levels, So what happened is, yes, it was a painful time. Yes, it was a struggle, but it was my time of growth. Um, I can't look at, I don't look at it as, oh, woe is me, this happened. I look at it as God had a plan for me to go through all of this because he knew I could come through it. He knew that when I got through it, I was going to give him the glory. He knew that when I got through it, more things would be birthed to give him honor and praise and to tell someone else, not only can you do this, you can do this and grow. You can do this and be better than when you came in it. Everybody wants to be blessed, but nobody wants to go through the fight of what it takes, because it's just like in school. You know what I mean? Like when you're in school and you're doing your work, if you don't do the studying to pass that test, you're not going to pass. And so it took that time for me to really sit down and look at myself and say, you know what, I got to change my thought process. I got to change the way I'm looking at this situation, because I was having some moments like, okay, why aren't things falling into place? But it wasn't until I looked at myself and said, wait a minute, something's off. And what I learned is what is provided when I stay in the will of God. Um, Everything that we need is in His will. We start stressing, we start worrying, we get headaches, hair falling out, because we've taken on a burden that wasn't created for us. So when we take the time and say, you know what, if I stay in God's will, I have my peace, I have my joy, and I have my love. And I can just trust Him to work it out. So when I hit that switch, and I was like, okay, everything started falling into place. When I say everything, and I was like, well, and I mean literally, I was like, well, dog, if I had figured this out 20 years ago, I would be all right.
Right.
Because it's like, wait a minute, it was just that simple. Just a simple, you know what? Look, we get so caught up in trying to fix the situation or trying to see what the outcome is going to be, instead of embracing that moment and staying true to not only ourselves but to God and allowing Him to work it out. You will just see such a huge difference in everything. Now, I'm not saying I'm perfect, because there's no such thing. But what I'm saying is that when you change your mind, you can change your whole world.
Wow. Would you say that God gives His harder battles to the people He feel that are capable of handling those battles or issues?
I think we all have our different battles. So, um, my logic is a little different than a lot of theologists and things of that nature. I believe that our relationship with God is just like a paternal relationship. Um, my mother has 4 children. Somehow, she has made a way where each one of us think that we are her favorite. I mean, by the way, I am her favorite, but that's a whole nother debate. But she loves us all equally, but we require a different kind of love. One of us may require more, hands-on, more, feel, more touch, that kind of thing. One of us may need the distance, and I just need to talk to you every now and then or whatever. But it's the same way with God. So my relationship with God is going to be different than yours, because we're not the same person. It's not the same track. So God is going to give me what I need to get me to where He needs me to be. He's going to give you what you need to get you where you need to be. So the battle is going to be different because our struggles are different, So I feel like that's the way the relationship works. So you have siblings, so the same way one brother could get away with one thing, but you're not going to be able to get away with it, because there's a different, some expectations are the same, but it's not cookie cutter. It's not, okay, one thing for everybody. And I believe that's the way God works with us. I believe that's the way God deals with us, because number one, God know I'm crazy. Not crazy. Let me choose a better word. God know I'm a nut.
Mental is the word.
Hold on. No,
Oh no,
sir.
I'm sorry.
That
That's the wrong word.
would
Wrong
be your
word.
word.
Wrong.
That would be your word. So you know what I mean? Like, so I know to deal with me, God got to have a sense of humor, because I'm that's just who I am. Now, some people, they're not like me. You know, I look at people, but I don't judge anyone's situation because that's their walk. You know what I mean? Like, I can't say what you and God had a conversation on. That's not my place to call you out on.